Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's practice. So today's practice is something that I have put across keeping a beginner, someone who's just starting the yoga journey in mind. There are only handful of asanas that we will be practicing, but we will go a little deeper in the variation of the asana, and you can choose what variations are working for you depending on where your body is and what your body allows. So you can explore this practice with me, and I really hope that this will help you in some way in the journey that you are beginning for yourself right now. So let's get started. Let's meet on the mat. So let's first start with breath awareness. I'm sitting over the cushion. You can also sit over the cushion. Place your palms over your knees. Gently close your eyes. And take your awareness to your breath. Noticing the sensation in your nostrils with each inhalation and exhalation. You can also notice the subtle movement in your belly, in your chest, as you inhale and exhale. Allowing your body weight to surrender on the mat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your whole being. And withdrawing all your attention inward to this moment, to your practice. Let us also set an intention for ourselves to stay mindful throughout the practice, to stay connected with the breath. And with that, let us join the palms together to the heart center. We'll be chanting one Om Tri Shantis to begin this session. Take a deep breath in. Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. And as you exhale, open your eyes. Let us begin with a warm-up. So place your palms over your thighs. As you inhale, taking your chin up, press that chest a bit forward. Look up towards the ceiling, relax your shoulders. And as you exhale, relax your spine, taking your chin to your chest. Let us repeat. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to your chest. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, chin to your chest. Coming back to the center, as you inhale, raise your arms up. Lengthen your spine, feeling the extension in your fingertips, the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bending over to your right, place your right palm with spread white fingers on the right side, bending your right elbow, left forearm, upper arm parallel to your ear. Looking up towards the ceiling, relax your right shoulder. Feeling the opening in your chest, sending your left shoulder back. And as you exhale, bringing your left palm in front of you, taking your right palm also in front of you. Walk your palms forward as much as you can, keeping your chest open, sending the floor away with your palms. Walk your palms back towards you. As you inhale, raise your arms up, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, this time bending over to your left. Pressing the floor away with your left palm while you're standing the right arm up, looking through your right armpit towards the ceiling. And again, as you inhale, come back to the center, and as you exhale, twist to your right. So when you're twisting, if you want, place a cushion behind you, placing your arm behind your hip, left arm over your thigh or your knee, slightly pulling that right knee in to open your chest, looking over your right shoulder or in the center, keeping your spine in the center straight. You can feel the opening in your chest as you hold here. A smooth full flow of breath. So usage of cushion is optional depending on where you are in your practice. Inhale to come back in the center. Raise your arms, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, twist to your left. If you feel your palms are too back, your spine is leaning, then walk your palms towards your hips as close as possible. And with an exhalation, coming back to the center. Now we are going to move to the cat and cow position. So you can place your palms in front of you. Take your knees back. Align your shoulders with your wrist. They need to be in one line. Fingers would be widespread on the mat. Align your hips with your knees. The back of your foot resting. Or if it feels more comfortable for you, then you can tuck your toes. So depending on what feels better for you. As you inhale, press your chest down, lift your chin up, arc your spine. You can see the arc in my spine. And as you exhale, tilt your pelvic in as you take your chest up, chin to your chest, and lifting your spine up. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin to your chest, lift your spine and shoulders, tailbone pointing down. Let us repeat. Inhale, up. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, chin to your chest. Keep pressing your fingertips down on the mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, up. And exhale, chin to your chest. Coming back to the center, stretch your right leg out. Hold for 5 breaths. Look forward. 1. Keeping your body weight in the center. 2. You can point your right toes. 3, 4, 5. Exhale back to the center. Let us change the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the center. From here you can walk your palms forward without moving your hips, and then you can sink your chest down towards the floor as far as you can take your chest up to the floor. If it is higher up also it's fine. If it is reaching to the floor, great. You can reach all the way down, maybe resting your chin on the mat. You can feel this opening in your shoulders when you do this, and a nice deep in your spine. So you're working on your lower back, your mid back, and your upper back at the same time. Press your palms back down and start walking your palms back towards you, coming back on your fours. Let us make a transition to move back to the downward dog. So you can tuck your toes, lift your knees up. With the bent knees itself, take your hips back as far as you can take your hips back, and then you can try and straighten your knees because that gives you the maximum lengthening in your spine. If your heels are reaching to the floor, press your heels down on the mat. If not, you can keep your heels lifted and that's fine. If it is too challenging on your hamstrings, feel free to bend your knees. So that's how you can stay in downward dog depending on what your body allows right now. And from here again bend your knees. You can start walking or directly step forward between your palms. Inhale, head up, hands can be on your shin. So this is half lift. You can place your palms on the mat or on your shin depending on what your body allows. You can keep your knees bent or straight again depending on the level of your practice. And as you exhale, you fold forward, the crown of your head pointing down towards the mat. We are going to transition up. So you roll your spine back up vertebrae by vertebrae. And roll your shoulders back, hands on the side, chin parallel to the floor. This is called Tadasana. This is your foundation asana of all standing asanas. So feel yourself rooting through your feet to the ground, opening your shoulders, tuck your tailbone in, feeling the extension up towards the ceiling with the crown of your head while your feet are rooting down. So you can feel this elongation in your entire body when you stand in Tadasana. And let us move to Surya Namaskara A. So as you inhale, raise your arms up. Join your palms together, look at your thumbs. And as you exhale, you start folding forward. You can bend your knees, place your palms on the side. Inhale, head up, half lift. Exhale, palms back on the mat. Step back to your plank. So align your shoulders with your wrist before you drop your knees down on the mat, and then you slowly bend your elbows, keeping your forearms, upper arms right next to your rib cage, bringing your chest down, resting your chin on the floor. And from here, inhale, lift your chest up, relax your shoulders, look up towards the ceiling. That's called upward dog. And then you tuck your toes, come on your fours, lift your knees up, moving back to downward dog. 5 breath here. 1, 2, sending your hips back by pressing your chest towards your thighs. 3, 4, and 5. Bend your knees, step or walk forward between your palms. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head in to fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, release. Let us repeat one more round as we are learning. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift, choose your variation. Exhale, get into plank, aligning your toes to your heels, shoulders to your wrist, and then drop your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest up, lifting your chin up, looking up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, take your hips back to come into downward dog. So send the floor away with your palms, fingertips pressing down on the mat. So when you press your fingertips down, it safeguards your wrist. And you can pull your navel slightly in. Relax your shoulders as you hold here. And breathe. Always stay connected with your breath. And again, bend your knees to step or walk forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, release, moving into Tadasana. Now we are going to move to big toe. So your feet will be your pelvic bone distance apart, hands on your hips. As you inhale, lift your chest up. And as you exhale, start folding forward. So you're going to keep your chin forward, lead through your chest. Again, as you go down, feel free to bend your knees. If that's what is needed, you can place your hands over your shin, ankles, or you can hook your toes with first 2 fingers, using your first 2 fingers, hooking your big toe. You can stay in half lift by keeping your back flat, relax your shoulders, or if your body allows, bend your elbows to point the crown of your head down towards the mat. Keeping your knees bent is also okay as long as you're getting some stretch in your hamstrings. So holding here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, again half lift, hands on your hips with knees bent. Come up safely and step to 3 feet distance apart for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keeping your feet parallel to each other. It has to be your feet, so measure your own feet and it should be the distance of your 3 feet distance. Arms in a T shape, stretch your arms while you turn your right foot out. Inhale, lift your chest, and as you exhale, bend over to your right, maybe on your thigh or on your shin. You can keep your knees bent or straight depending on what your body allows right now. Alternatively, you can use block in front of you, resting your palm over the block, opening your chest. You can look up towards the ceiling, maybe lifting your left arm up or look forward, choosing your variation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come all the way back up, turn your right foot out, right foot in, left foot out. Stretch your arms in a T shape. Inhale, lift your chest, lift the left side of your body, maybe, and exhale to fold. Resting over your thigh is also okay, but never on your knee. And then slowly, when you advance in your practice, you can start straightening your knees. For some of you, maybe already you would be able to do it if your body is flexible. Safe would be bending the knees when you're beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, bend your knee to come all the way up. Step your feet a bit more apart for 4 feet distance for Veerbhadrasana. Turn your right foot out, stretch your arms in a T shape, feel the extension in your fingertips. Bend your right knee to bring it over your right heel. Align your knee with your heel and looking at your right palm. Maybe engaging your left thigh muscles also by pulling them up, keeping it active. Inhale, straightening your right knee, turn your right foot into left foot out. Again, stretch your arms in a T shape, bend your knee, looking at your left palm. Inhale, straightening your left knee, turn your left foot in. Again, both of your feet parallel to each other, hands on your hips. As you inhale, lift your chest. We will move to Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. And as you exhale, tilting from your pelvic, keeping your chin forward and fold with straight spine. So whenever you feel your spine is rounding, then you can stop there itself. You can use the whatever side of the block, placing your palms over the block, stay in half lift. Or if your body allows, bend your elbows to point the crown of your head down towards the floor. 1, 2. You can directly keep on the floor as well. That's also fine if your body takes you there. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look back up, bend your knees to come all the way up. And you can step your feet one by one towards each other. We will move to the balancing asana. So shifting all your weight on your left foot, bend your right knee, place your foot toes over the floor, heels lifted, or maybe supported with your lower shin, or maybe if your body allows, catch hold of your right ankle, place your right foot over your left thigh on the side. Your toes are pointing down towards the floor. And you can join your palms or use the wall on the side of you. 1, 2, 3, 5. As you exhale, release. Step, taking your right leg back. Bend your left knee. Choose your variation, whichever one you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you exhale again, release your leg. Let us move to the top of the mat. We will do a round of vinyasa. So again, standing in Tadasana. As you inhale, raise your arms, join your palms. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, moving back to your plank, lower down to Chaturanga or knees, chest to chin. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward dog. And again, bend your knees, you cross your legs, sit down on your mat. So as a beginner, I would suggest sitting over the cushion for Dandasana. This is called Dandasana, the foundation asana of standing asanas. It gives you a nice lifting in your hips. If your pelvic is not that open, then sitting over the cushion would be great. So in Dandasana, you place your palms on the side, open your chest, toes pointing up. And from here we move to Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold. And if you are just beginning your practice, using the belt, towel or scarf would be better. So you take the belt, wrap it around on the mount of your toes, pull the belt towards your hips as you press your chest forward. So you can see my pelvic is tilting forward and I'm not rounding my back too much. So this gives me advantage in the beginning. Let's hold here for a few breaths. The back of your knees is pressing down towards the floor, keeping your legs active. If you are right now in the center itself, that's also okay. You don't have to push yourself to go forward. And inhale. And with an exhale, release. Place your palms behind your hips. Fingers pointing to your hips. Bend your right and left knee. Press your foot and the palms down and lift yourself up. Drop your head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly bringing yourself back down. Opening your legs from here in the opposite direction. Again, either you can sit in the center itself. Sitting over the cushion is also a good idea. If you feel your lower back is rounding like this, then sitting over the cushion would give you a nice tilt forward in the pelvis. You can stay here itself or maybe walk your palms forward. And 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, press your palms back, walk your palms back to the center, bring your legs together, slide your legs together, and from here, lie down on your mat. We are going to explore the bridge pose. Hands on the side, keep your knees bent, feet parallel to each other, keeping your knees and the feet in the same distance. Press your foot down and press the floor away with your foot. Press your shoulders down and as you exhale, lift your pelvis up. Maybe you can bring your shoulder blades together one by one. Interlace your fingers under your hips and then keep pressing the floor with your foot. Shifting all your weight on your shoulders. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you exhale, bringing your hips back down. Moving to Viparit Karniyasana. So you can use the variation, lift your hips up, place the bolster under your sacrum and then bring your knees closer to your chest, straightening your knees. You can do this without the cushion as well. So you don't have to really use the props. This is the good variation for your shoulder stand. In the beginning, you can practice this, and slowly you can start bouncing your hips up for the preparation of the shoulder stand. So let's stay here for some breath. Again, if you find it difficult to keep your knees straight in this one, that is when you wrap the mount of your toes around with a belt or a scarf towel and hold, pulling your belt towards your hips. Allowing the blood to flow to your head. This gives you a sense of calm. You can do this against the wall as well. And with an exhalation, you can release your belt, bringing your legs back down on the mat. Stretch your arms in a T shape. We are going to move to a twist, bringing your knees closer to your chest and drop your knees to your right. Again, if you have gap between your knees, place a cushion between your knees or under your knees. Looking at your left palm, close your eyes, feel this gentle, nice twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move back to the center and let us change the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the center, and then you can move slowly into Shavasana. Nice relaxation. Stretch your legs out. Arms away from your body, your legs touching the longer edge of your mat. Allow your feet to fall apart. Palms facing up. Tuck your chin slightly in if you want. Keep a pillow under your head. And loosen up your whole body. Release all the control, all the tension, allowing yourself to flow into this relaxation. Take your awareness to your toes to relax your toes. Relax your feet, your ankles. Relax your shin, your calf. Relax your knees, the back of your knees. Relax your thighs, the front and the back of your thighs. Move your awareness up to your hips to relax your hips, your pelvis, your groin. Relax the sides of your rib cage. Relax your chest, your heart center. Relax your upper back, your shoulders, and allow this relaxation to flow through your arms, your wrist, your palms, your fingers, fingertips are all relaxing. Move up to your neck and face to relax your neck and face. Relax the crown of your head. You can sense your entire body to be relaxing. Relax into your breath. With each exhalation, this relaxation is deepening. And you can continue in this relaxation. If you would like to come out, you can move your fingers and toes gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. Bring your feet together, stretch your arms up, stretch your whole body. Bend your knees, roll over to your right. Press your left palm down to lift yourself back up. To come into seating asana. Thank you for joining me in today's session. I really hope you liked the session. You can hit the like button if you enjoyed. You can also subscribe to my channel, and let us seal a practice for today with 1 Om. Join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. And with an exhalation, you can open your eyes. I wish to see you again in some other session. Until then, have a lovely day. Bye-bye.